Les Waller here, aka Waller Dog. It's time for the DYU C6 unboxing. As you can see, it comes in a very sturdy box delivered right to your door. We open it up. First box has instructions and tools, AC adapter, multi-tool kit, pedals, cable lock. The next thing to take out, the easiest thing to take out, is the basket. Because this is heavy, I would suggest, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to lay the box on its side and slide everything out. I think that's safe. Don't want to hurt your back when you're lifting something heavy and don't want to fight with the box. If you're sliding in and out, you're less risk of damage to the bike, less risk of damage to your back. I would recommend turning it over on the other side. Front tire on the top when you pull it out. We'll try a scissors. Oh, scissors does fine. So this is a battery. There's a lock to the battery. Comes with the key. And there's also a key in the with the instruction book. Next thing we should do is look at the instructions to see how best to assemble this. I like to follow instructions. They make the job easier and help you avoid making less mistakes. Back of the page of the instruction booklet, there is a product assembly video. Well, seat should be pretty obvious. Okay, it says that the handlebars just swing in place. I'm going to tighten up the handlebars before I turn it over. This is just a temporary position. First, we take this piece here, unscrew the nut, take the spring off, and the black end goes in through the silver side. Pop that cap off. Spring first, then the cap. Put that there for now. For the wheel, we've already put this through. So the next thing is, obviously your brake is going to be going with your brake pads here. That's how you line that. And then that aligns, and you also then can pull this out so that there's space here. And then the same on the other side. And then once that's in like that, we're going to need to tighten it up. So we'll hand tighten on this side first. Then we can tighten on this side. So I think if we loosen it just a little bit, we can also tighten that one up. Shouldn't be like right there. They actually have them, I got lucky, they have them labeled left and right. If memory serves me correctly, the pedal is just, I see. I mean, that's why we need the, yeah, they do just screw in. But to tighten them, you need to use the wrench that came with it. And then the pedals will rotate freely. Like that. Of course, always hand tighten first, so you don't screw up the threads. Oh, it's going the other direction. Interesting. Pedals. Okay, handlebars. So this cabling goes in through here. Is it? And then this goes here. Now we have to adjust the height, and I think it looks like we need to put this back in here, unless there's something else that's supposed to hold this stuff in. Oh, plus you know we can actually put it backwards. Next is going to be the headlamp and the front bumper. We've got this. You take the largest Allen wrench from the kit if you got it, if it came with it. That'll loosen this one up. Fender, bumper, whatever you want to call it. Don't lose the washer. So you put the fender through here like this. Don't forget the light also goes here. So I would say that the washer is going to, usually the washer goes close to the nut that you're using. So we want the washer to go here. So this bumper's going to move, and then this is going to screw back in there. Hand screw it to begin with. The reason why I say to hand screw it to begin with, if you use a tool to try and screw it to begin with, you could strip the threads and then it would be useless. That is not what you want to have happen. Well, let's not tighten it all the way because we may need to adjust the fender a little bit, because the fender also has to go into these screws here. I see. Interesting. Wish I had more hands. But I don't. All right, let's try that. Same Allen wrench. We'll loosen these two nuts. They might be in there pretty tight, in which case you need to turn it so you have more leverage. Washer goes between the fender piece and the nut. Oh, this one's not as tight. The other one was pretty tight. So I needed the leverage. Washer. Hand tighten to begin with. Let's finish tightening this guy up. Okay, let's not forget the basket. Yep, the biggest one on this tool account works fine. Let's see what we got here. So here again, the washer stays next to the nut. This is to help support any weight on the basket, I guess. Start by hand tightening. Get both sides hand tightened. Light needs to go lower. Light's gonna be on top of the basket like that. Phillips screwdriver, we can loosen up the light. Looks like we need to turn it down some. And then the basket, you can see it's got clamp here, which will tighten to here. It's got a clamp here, which goes to here, which will hold our wires in. Hand tighten the screws. So this one's in, but it's not in straight. It's in crookedish. There we go. There, it's in straight now. Just gotta be a little patient. Oh, I think we got them both started. I've got a Phillips screwdriver. I'm gonna get it. A regular Phillips screwdriver is better than this. So we'll tighten it up, not all the way, because we still have to attach the back. Plate inside, and basically we're just gonna put the screws through these slots. See, and there's where we don't want to have the bottom too tight, because now it's pulling against me. Let's loosen up the bottom. And that's why you don't tighten everything up until you're ready. There, now we've got these in here. We hand tighten these nuts to start. Or in that case, we drop it on the floor. Not gonna be able to screw it in tight. We're gonna have to hold it with a wrench. Screw it at the same time. So what did they provide for that? They did provide a small one. You got two choices. You can screw it or wrench it. Now we can tighten the bottom again. I don't know how much you can tighten the bottom. I wouldn't go too hog wild. That metal, don't know how well that metal strip's gonna hold. All right, there's the belt. The basket's on. So we've got the charger set up. We'll see how long that takes. All right, so we've plugged it into the side. And then we plugged it in, it turns red, so we'll keep an eye on it every, I don't know, 30 minutes, hour, see how long it takes to charge. All right, so you've charged the battery, you come over here, and you decide to turn this on. You see this go up and down, and then go off, and it's blinking. Now, what's really important though, that I learned the hard way, what you really need to do is you need to take your key and go in here. Right now it's in the off position. You need to turn it to the on position. Then we come back up here and you see now it's showing full green. Now it's on. Using this button alone does not turn it on. You need to turn the key on to turn the bike on. That's very important. We went riding, we didn't do that, we didn't have the key. Man, we pedaled our butts off. Fender in there, and it all works hunky-dory. You just can't have two right thumbs.